Our words carry the weight of divine authority, divine creativity, and divine power, because that's the place where God operated from. God operated from creativity. He created everything upon his word. With authority, he commanded things to happen. With power, they happened. So a question is, what are you speaking? What are you saying to your families, in your life, in your situation? What are you speaking in your community, in your city? What are you speaking? What are you saying? Because what you say will determine what you become. The power of creativity, God shared his DNA with your DNA. So you actually operate partly like God. When you speak, anything that is spiritual listens and obeys. The challenge is, the enemy has told you you're not good enough. The enemy has told you, no matter what you say, even your fellow, your family, they can't listen to you. Your workmen can't listen to you. Who will listen to you? And you've registered that in your mind. So what the devil has done, the devil has killed your speech. Guess what? That's why when you look at people who are depressed, when the devil sends depression, the first thing the devil will kill is your speech. Because the devil knows the power of words. Anybody who's depressed, they can't talk. Maybe I don't know them very well. Is there any depressed person who talks like they all go quiet? They separate themselves? That's the spirit. So speak from a place of authority, because life and death is in your tongue. At the beginning, he created everything using the word. He spoke the word, and he created you using the word. Now, because Satan is an artist and is a musician, he knew that the game of making the difference and changing things is to speak. We see Satan coming back to man in Genesis 2 and speaking to man and tell him, are you sure God told you not to eat? So man listened. The moment you stop listening to the word, the surrounding around you will speak, because everything is spiritual, and anything that is spiritual has a language. Anything that is spiritual speaks. So when man listened to Satan, the Bible says that he sinned. When man sinned, he fell short of God's glory, and the relationship between man and God was broken off. Guess what? God went back on the drawing table. He said, now this time I'm not going to speak the word. I'm sending the word. John 1:1, in the beginning was the word was with God, and the word was God. He sent the word in form of Jesus. Now, the job of the word this time was to save us. So, the job of the word was to correct the wrong. So the Bible says the word saved humanity. The word restored man to God. But the word says, I know you're still living in the world where Satan is operating, because the portal was open, the door was open. He will not stop. Keep on fighting on. Keep on speaking his words. Keep on speaking the words. Keep on creating. Keep on living in authority. Keep on living in the power. And he promised that he'll be coming back. But anything that is created, that is living on earth, this earth is a jurisdiction of man. Anything that will appear from the spiritual brain has to put on the physical form, and it has to be able to speak. So Jesus knew in order for him to return, he will need his body. When he died, he made sure his body was not destroyed. The Bible says he ascended to heaven with his body, because for him to return, he will need to return with his body. He cannot appear here because they cannot give birth to him again. So he will come as him, because when he comes back for us, he will come physically. He will be able to speak. He will still have his wounds. So when God spoke, everything had to obey. So God spoke from authority, creativity,